I get it. You're probably tired of me talking about Wes Watson and just about every other creator on the platform. And why are we doing it? All it does is push him back into the algorithm and gives him the attention that he wants. And I understand your point. I get it, right? I don't want to promote this individual. He's a horrible human being. But not only that, it's hard to not talk about him because every time you do, the videos you talk about him with usually blow up in virality. So it becomes a difficult situation. However, I do believe that the reason they're going up in virality isn't because of any special trait that Wes Watson has. It's just in fact that he is an absolute clown walking. I've made a few videos about the man as well as many other YouTubers, and if you're not familiar, basically he's the guy that says he can fix all of your problems and has the solution to making millions of dollars just within a 20-minute conversation with someone, which is a really interesting thing to consider because as a business owner with multiple homes now and many other business ventures, running a business isn't just a 20-minute piece of advice. It's administrative work, it's legal work, it's a tax work. Most of it is things that don't necessarily come across in a conversation. And I always love that about business gurus. They say that they'll teach you how to run a business, but when it actually comes to doing anything actually related to business, it kind of seeps through the cracks. We all love a good motivational talk here and there, but it kind of fades into the thick of it when you're just dealing with administrative bullshit that requires, I'm just getting into self-exposing territory now because business is tough. But look, the way he communicates this message is basically by saying, if you don't hire him, you're a piece of shit. You are a pleb. You are a literal peasant. That is his tactic, and I'm not exaggerating. These are the things that he says repeatedly in his own videos.
You see someone as amazing as Wes Watson on your screen, you couldn't fathom how it could be real. It's gotta be all fake, because I could never even understand how the fuck someone would pay $95,000 a month in rent. So I'm just gonna talk shit that he rents his pad, and I'm gonna fully just skip over the understanding that I don't have $95,000 a month, and I'm in his comments all buck-toothed and cross-eyed, all, he fucking rents his pad. But he leaves out the whole point that he rents it for $95,000 a month and writes that $95,000 a month off to where it's a massive tool for building his business, an expense that brings in profit.
And I think just about everyone on the internet has actually picked up on this. And so if not already abundantly clear, Wes Watson works by trying to down talk other men. It's come to the point of kind of like a word kink, I think, for other men.
Put your arm out.
Okay.
Smack my hand.
Oh, daddy.
No.
And somehow for many people, this actually really works, and he makes thousands of dollars by doing this. And it's really self-exposing for them because it shows their own insufficiencies as a human being. I mean, if you're hiring Wes Watson, you have to really be in a dark place or just have a lack of communication with the outside world at large to understand that, hey, you're not hiring the right guy for the job. And on this channel, we've actually shown his internal calls, his coaching calls with clients. We've definitely leaked those.
So it was...
Thing has calories, you fucking idiot. There's calories and protein. The fuck are you talking about?
Okay. Sir,
Are you brain dead? You guys, listen, you need to fucking be smarter with your goddamn questions. You're wasting.
Wes, I know you. I know. I heard you say that before to do some research, and I was doing research.
When I was 13, I literally understood the question you're asking. At 13, bro. There's no way that you're that dumb.
What's up, Wes? Just wanted to hop on here real quick and thank you for everything. I know you don't got a lot of time, but
if you're not asking a question, I'm going to fucking kill you. I told you I was on motherfucking time. Are you going to ask a question or are you just saying thank you? Because you could fucking text me that, motherfucker. I don't take it kindly. I don't give a fuck. Do you have a question?
The question is, as I get more one-on-ones, at what point do I restructure the offering?
Wait till you get there. Jesus Christ, bro. Like, why are we talking about hypotheticals? You're not even close to that.
Yeah, I'm approaching a number that I feel like
You're not. You don't even have any business. Shut up. You don't have enough business to be worried about over fucking working. How many fucking clients you got?
How many? I got 4 one-on-ones right now.
Oh my God. Should I just hang up, you guys? Oh no. If he has 6, he may have to opt out. Jesus Christ. Robert, shut the fuck up. Learn how to work harder. Like, at least have one-on-one a day of the week. Like 7. Maybe if you had 7. I have hundreds, bro. Jesus Christ, dude. This guy has 4 one-on-ones and he talked about, I may have to restructure it. You guys, everyone can physically slap Robert when they see him in person.
And they're really embarrassing. They're just hazing events where he talks shit to people for $7,000 in a call, and that's supposed to be his expert business advice that I don't even know communicates some kind of message. It's not really effective, that's for sure. But what is he doing now, and why do we care? Why is it important? Well, it looks like he's teaming up with Cali Muscle and Big Boy to do some kind of seminar thing, and as well start a prison clothing brand company. Who's gonna buy this shit? Somebody, for sure. That's, I mean, unfortunately, the reality we're living in. He's also got a lot of other ex-cons on his team that are there too or something. There are other influencers who have sort of fabricated their own importance on their Instagram platforms, sort of making themselves feel like they're special somehow with all their tattoos and horrible track record of human being behavior. But this really fits his blueprint of success. Basically, he's got Cali Muscle and ex-con, he's got Big Boy and ex-con, he's got himself who likes getting pegged, and they're all playing reach around with Wes Watson. You know, the 5'7" tall man who is just apparently trying to fight everybody.
I've been still waiting for these internet tough guys to show up. I don't call them by name because they're lames, but they still never show up. They make these videos about me as if anybody ever fucking called me out while they're on fucking film. Now, you gotta come here and actually do something, motherfucker. You guys just talk. And the whole thing is I never even been talking about you.
Which actually is kind of funny because he has an armed guard around at mostly all times, which kind of makes the point of threatening people or telling them to come fight you pointless if you're just going to have a guard around that's going to intervene when anyone comes to try to do that thing. Not only that, but if he threw hands with anyone that was of significance, his little T-Rex armed self taking roids and just being too thick to even do a split would just get obliterated in an actual fight. I mean, I get the whole prison taught me how to be tough thing and whatever, dude.
Do you really expect me to not push you up against the wall, biatch? All right, hey, that's just the way we talk in the clink.
Brother, please. Just because you committed some felonies doesn't make you a hard ass. I served in the military for 8 years. Try serving in a combat MOS for 8 years. Learn how combat actually works, not just in a physical altercation of slapping each other, like shooting and killing people. That'll teach you a thing or two. As well as train Muay Thai in Thailand for over a year, train it regularly now still. I love fighting. I love fighting and I love shooting and really doing horrible things to people in the right context. But Wes Watson, I promise you, has a bodyguard for a reason. And it's because he doesn't even know how to fight himself. But he continues to just spew shit from his underdeveloped jaw, and it just falls flaccid in the face of the idea that he's an ex-con who is trying to preach about being a man and being stand-up and all these other things when there's other people who've done, well, basically everything that he hasn't and more. And so it just falls flaccid in the face of all that. It's just, there's nothing of real significance that he brings to the table. So anyways, Wes and the boys are doing some activities together where it looks like they're having a really great time posing in each other's vehicles, sitting around taking selfies, doing real manly things. It's so funny, he doesn't even look like this in person. There's nothing like a wide angle lens where someone's standing on the edge of it, so the distortion of the lens makes them look way bigger than they actually are. That's crazy. I wonder if they jumped in the shower together after this. I'm sorry, this is rude, but trust me, I mean, I get the merit of this stuff, right? You do it in the military all the time. But once you're basically past a private in the military, which is the starting rank, you really don't do this kind of shit anymore. And in fact, it's an embarrassing thing if it does happen to you because you're like, oh, fuck, man, here's this noob. It's like honestly just really cringy listening to what they're saying here as well as what they're doing, but whatever, to each their own.
All in, homie! Let's go! Down! Up! Nine! Come on, hold that shit! Let's go! Have discipline! If you can't force yourself to do shit you don't want to do, you'll never fucking be successful. Let's go! Down! Up! 10! That's right!
Hey, you should pay $7,000 for this. This is good coaching right here. Or you could join the military for free, I guess. All these fatherless men who are hiring Wes Watson could just do that. That's honestly a very good solution to the problem. Don't pay this man thousands of hard-earned dollars. Go to the military, earn a real quick retirement, and make more money. That's probably the best way to go about it. Then we have Big Boy. That's not an exaggeration. His name is Big Boy on social media, sitting in other men's car doing photo ops. That's real funny. I usually only see women doing that. And I really just don't understand the whole prison mask and clothing thing. The whole obsession for being an ex-con really just weirds me out, dude. It's not an accolade. It really isn't. It's really not cool. Like, you went to prison for being an asshat and you learned stuff from other prisoners. This is what I'm referring to, by the way. Wife beaters are dope, right? I'm fucking wearing one, but this is another level. Who's going to wear this? I mean, really, this is just awful. Imagine buying something that is designed to represent prison attire with ex-con logos all over it, yet you're just a small white dude paying a disgusting amount of money for somebody to be yelling at you as an ex-con, telling you that he knows the path to making more money in life. By the way, the whole Cholo act put on by Big Boy, it's not reality. He's actually a Filipino guy and his name's Jake, so there's that. Meanwhile, Cali Muscles over here, the delusional, borderline, to be fair, cognitively impaired old man, trying to pitch his own business idea with the boys in the back, leveraging their presence in the algorithm so that he can boost his own presence in the algorithm so that he can sell more of the business stuff.
Get rich and be with the winning crew right here. Yeah, y'all see it right there. You want to get with the winning crew? Comment rich. And then I'm going to send you some information you can get with us, bro. I can take you to another level. Let's take it to the top, man. Get healthy and wealthy for 2025. Let's go.
This is like a business guy convention, except as if these business mentors only got like a C- on their business mentor exam, so they're like the low tier guys, and they're all coming together to try to boost their grades up to like a C+ using ChatGPT or something. It's just kind of embarrassing.
Got to be ready to step it up in life, man. Stop procrastinating. Stop hating on the internet, bro. Get with the team, and we'll coach you so you can get stuff like this, bro. So you can live and be happy. Your family will be proud of you.
Sadly, Cali had to sell his cars because he was failing as a businessman. It's a really touching topic. So he's using other people's cars to represent himself and then sell his stuff again. Comment down below, you know what I mean? Which Big Boy was just doing. So fair enough, Cali. It's like all these older men are on the leash of one single guy, which is so weird, who apparently has helped over thousands of people from what he said. Yet he blames you for not paying $20K for a coaching program. In fact, he blames you for not having more self-worth and more money because you're a peasant, you don't have $20K to just drop on a coaching program.
The fact that there's so many fucking grown men and women who don't have 20 fucking grand. Oh my God, that would be lame. Holy shit. Do you know most people I know got millions? Like, and we're not special. Like, we're at the bottom. Like, having some M's is whatever. And you motherfuckers don't have 20 grand and say it's expensive. And the program doesn't even start it starts at 3 grand. You guys. Because I don't even understand how the you can have so little self-worth that in your one motherfucking life, you would choose to be a fucking peasant. It's fucking crazy. Who the thinks that lowly of themselves?
Because again, you are a peasant for not having 20K of liquid cash. I don't know if half of the population, I don't even think half the population has 20K. I'm not even sure. Hold on. Fact check time. What percentage of people in the United States make over $60,000 a year? This is the new Siri. She's pretty great. She takes her time though. Okay, so about 55% of people make $60,000 a year. So over half the amount of people in the United States make about $60,000 a year. That's pretty good. But does that mean that they're going to have 20K in just completely liquid cash that they can drop on a coaching program? Probably not, when you consider the average mortgage is around $2,000 a month these days, as well as you got mortgage insurance, you got house insurance, car payments, so on and so forth. I don't think it's that wild to think that, hey, I might not have 20K to just drop on a fucking coaching program that apparently is only going to take him 20 minutes to give me all the information I need to become a multimillionaire. And as much of a man as Wes Watson is, he's complaining about his feet hurting after driving long days. So he has to take off his shoes and needs someone else to drive while he can massage his feet in the back seat.
I just don't even fucking want to. My feet hurt. You guys don't realize driving hypercars and supercars and SVJ or a Bugatti or something, that shit whoops your ass. Fuck, by the time you get in and out the motherfucker, you sit in it for 45 minutes, your back's blasted. You gas it a few times, you drive like an asshole, you're gripping the fucking floor with your feet and shit. Sometimes you just gotta take your fucking shoes off and put them on the fucking fluffy ass carpet.
Real manly real mainly. But again, I mean, this is just the guy who gets pegged by escorts, so can we really think he's that much of a man?
Well, she got tired of all the bullshit too. She got tired of him. She got tired of having to peg him. I spoke to his ex-wife, Valerie, and you know what she told me? She told me he loved to get pegged. But remember, Wes is an alpha man. I didn't know that alpha men pay sharmutas to pretend to be their girlfriends, but I guess I didn't know.
I mean, his parents have even had to get involved by threatening people to stop talking about him on the I wish I was making this up. I'm honestly, guys, I feel bad. And there's a couple reasons why I think this is like my perception of the reality of what's happening, right? I think he found the hack to quick internet money. Like he found the quick hack to virality, and he rode it all the way to fame and money and got his, ability to produce a really good income consistently for some time. But whenever you're on the internet and you have a decent presence, you don't have that much criticism. But as your presence scales, the criticism comes from every crack on the internet. And so he's struggling to deal with all this criticism, and he's starting to crack under the pressure very clearly. Every story post he makes is about how somebody's talking about him, and he'll probably make one about this one too. And worse yet, I think he found the success that he has being this kind of dude on the internet. And at this point, it's so solidified that it's hard for him to change paths. He's very much so stuck in the way that he is now. But what would honestly be wild is if Wes was to approach his audience differently. I mean, even just one Instagram post of him acting more humane, using an inside voice, talking to his audience as if he's willing to help them without criticizing them. I mean, basically a human being who's actually going to contribute to society. That would be shocking. To be honest, I have a theory that Wes is actually a really damaged human being. And it's not from the time he spent in prison, because as we've discussed before on this channel, there's basically a pretty clear consensus that he has not actually spent a lot of time in prison, and the time that he did spend in prison was in a very easy facility, which it was basically a layover facility between going between two different penitentiaries. I think something else much greater actually happened, and this results in his radical behavior and endless need to spend money to justify himself. And now he suffers endlessly trying to fill his life with paid women, which are fake friends who he pays, and rented things, which he boasts about online. I rent this, I rent that, I don't buy anything, and his whole life is temporary. I mean, there's truly nothing of permanence in this man's life. He essentially just has momentary little things that, sure enough, over time will go away. And I can tell you 100%, at least for me, and maybe for you, I wouldn't care about having that motherfucking Benz truck. I wouldn't care about having the Rolls. I wouldn't care about having the $70,000 lease per month for his house. I think we can all just thrive off pretty basic fulfillment as human beings. You and me on this channel are a bit different. I guess really what I care about anyways, I make pretty decent income right now, to be honest, and especially after the military time I spent there, like we're living good off a decent chunk of income made from there and investing my money right, and I can smile confidently and say things are generally really good. Is there hard months? Yeah. Is there really hard months? Sure. Is there great months? Yes. Do I have fulfillment in the things that I have and own? Absolutely. Do I need to boast my character by doing outrageous things, buying luxurious cars, going to the craziest luxury places, carrying around a purse? No, I don't care if anyone sees these things. I don't care if I wear a sweatshirt and sweatpants. That's comfortable. I'm wearing it. So needless to say, Wes is just trying to scrape for more money, because I think at this point in the time, millions of people know who he is and are following him just to troll him. And it's becoming more and more apparent that these little cracks in his figure are starting to show. And this is his attempt at maybe just pulling all the cash he can together very quickly in order to boost his algorithm, to boost his income, and to support his lifestyle, which is a part of his marketing. If he can't afford it anymore, well, his marketing kind of goes down the drain. I mean, think about it. If he's now unable to afford his $70,000 lease for his fucking house, who is Wes Watson anymore living in a fucking shit house? I mean, can you really talk as loud as you are from that point of view? Maybe, but I don't think anyone's gonna listen. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. If you liked this video, it'd be sick if you subscribed. We are chronically undersubscribed to here, and it gives me some form of chronic disease. I don't know which one, but there is one that you get from undersubscriptions, because 64% of my viewers are not subscribed. How crazy is that shit? Yeah. hope you have a beautiful day. The sun shines down on you in a way that it's never shined down on you before. That the day that you're waking up and watching this, whether that's the next day and you're sitting here at night watching it, or if it's the morning of and the sun is shining, let's just hope that when you step outside, it's shining on you in a different capacity than it's ever shined on you before, and that you can smile, be happy, breathe in some fresh air, and realize that everything's going to be okay. Even if it seems like everything's going wrong, I promise these issues will be resolved. Whether that's time resolving issues or if it's you solving those issues, it's going to be resolved. Yeah, you're going to have to struggle and you're going to have to do some shitty things, but at the end of the day, I think it might be worth it for you at the long run. And as long as you just keep putting left foot, right foot, one foot in front of the other, yeah, I'll be all right. You can be all right, man. We'll all get there at some point. Catch you in the next video.
I wonder if I ever knew what I could love. I wonder if I blew my chances up above. I wonder if I'll ever really be enough.